All right, Zach Smith.
What's up, brother?
For anyone that doesn't know you, just want to do like a quick
Yeah.
introduction.
Yeah, so my name is Zach Smith, like he was saying. So now we're doing some life insurance business. I kind of got into it just recently. And previously I was doing some, oil field work, blue collar type stuff. Um, Not necessarily living paycheck to paycheck. I was making good money, but I guess just wasn't satisfied. Wasn't necessarily helping people like I kind of wanted to be.
Yeah.
So then obviously my upline, he introduced me to this. Then I started getting this probably a month and a half ago. So now we're here. Now we're in the Colorado office, hanging out with the fellas, having a little lock-in.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
It's a good time.
Yes, sir.
So, how long have you really been in the business technically?
So technically, the second week of June is when I started.
June.
So yeah, after we got back from our Arizona conference.
Yeah, that was a good trip.
When I first started, yeah, it was fire, bro.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Sick.
So, I guess what did your first week look like, especially from going on that like first travel trip, going to that conference?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you brought any momentum on? But we'll say first, like, what was your first week like?
First week, like the Arizona trip really did help me, and I know a lot of people like don't really get to go to those things like starting off, which I think really increased my production right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously it brought another little bit of motivation to me, seeing the fruits of the labor from other people. So when I first got back to the O in Wyoming, obviously I was getting drilled, buy leads, do this, it's obviously invest in your business really.
Yeah.
And so I was like, screw it, I'm gonna invest in my business. And then, so my first week ever full dialing, I AP'd over 12,000.
Whoa.
In a week.
12,000 in a week. That's huge,
crazy,
honestly.
bro. I was so hyped.
Yeah.
Like for first week, coming from, making $6K a month.
Yeah.
So, 12K in 2 months, and I did that in a week. And I was like, holy shit.
Especially as a new agent. That's crazy, honestly, bro. Insane, I know.
Dude. I was like, everyone was shocked, bro.
So with that, you ripped 12K your first week.
Yeah.
Now, did you buy leads?
Yeah.
Were you provided leads?
My first close was actually out of the provided leads when a new agent comes on.
Mm-hmm.
So I closed one out of there to kind of start the investment to the business, and then use that money towards my business and a little bit out of pocket that I had, in savings and stuff. So I used that for that, bought 50 leads. At the time, they were just that premium standard blend.
Right.
And then closed 12.3 out of that. And then ever since then, I've been buying leads.
Okay.
So.
What did you feel like? Because obviously coming straight into the business, sure, you came back from the conference and you were drilled, buy leads.
Yeah.
What did that look like that night you bought leads? Like you had to take a risk.
Yeah.
So being in a position like coming from blue collar and then completely transitioning into something different, like was that a huge risk for you? What did that look like?
I wouldn't say it was a huge risk just because I've seen what it could pay out. Like, you and Brian and John and all them, seeing that it can pay out as long as you stick, you grind, put your head down, it's going to pay out. So I really wasn't too worried about it. I mean, it's a chunk of money for some people.
It is.
Spending that amount of money. And if anybody doesn't know, it's, anywhere from $1,200 to $2K for premium leads.
Yeah.
So, it's definitely like at the point I really wasn't worried about it. I was like, I know I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it really wasn't that big of a deal for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to make the investment work. You know what I mean? Like, I'm never going to give up. That's just who I am. So
yeah. No,
I'm going to get it done one way or another.
You could truly tell like you have that mentality when it comes to the business. Because I mean, having that super fast start of a 12K week, that definitely had to be a part of it. But what do you feel like you could tell to a new agent what made you so successful in that first week?
Training, bro. Attending all your trainings that your team does.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to what other people do. Like, everybody that makes more than you, they're making more than you for a reason. They're doing something different, a different word track. They have objections more, you know what I mean? They know them better by heart. Like, listen to how people, tonality, what they say, take something from everybody. Like, that's going to help you in the long run. And that's why Arizona really helped me, bro. Listening to all the dogs dial.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm taking that.
Yeah.
I'm using that. I just have a pretty good memory. So, like, I hear it one time, I'm good. You know what I mean? And that's what helped me so long. Like, so easily in this business for me, like right off the bat, is I just have a really good memory.
Yeah, that could be huge.
And some people struggle with that, and that's okay. It just all you got to do is just read the script a little more.
Right.
Like, it's easy, bro. The script prints money. Like, just read the script if you don't have very good memory. You know
so
what I mean?
true.
So that's all it is, bro.
Yeah. Wow, man. Honestly, that is a crazy start. I mean, for me, even for my memory, like I'm definitely one of those people where I have to write it down like 6 times. I gotta say it in my head to remember it. Like, that can be really beneficial in the business to have a good memory, which is crazy.
That's fire.
You know,
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, some things I may not be good at, but I do damn sure got a good memory, and I'm like, well, at least I got something.
Right.
So it is what it is. But now we're on a hot streak. Well, we kind of were slow here in the beginning of July. I think quite a few of our agents were, but now I think everybody's on a hot train. It's starting to pick back up. So.
Yeah, dude, this lock-in's definitely beneficial.
Yeah. And last week everybody went crazy.
Yeah. Last week was a crazy AP. What has been your best month so far? You haven't. What would you say? Like you're 2 months in?
So yeah, a month and a half, pretty much. So my best month was AP right at 30K.
30K.
So first month. So actually, it was in 3 weeks. So my first 3 weeks, I did 30K.
Okay.
So it was 12.3, and then I did like 10.2, and then it was like a 8 something, I think, to get like 30K.
Wow.
So in 3 weeks, my first 3 weeks, I did 30,000.
Man, some people, I mean, you're only a month and a half in the business, but some people, even for me, for example, like it took me a couple months to see results like that. Aside from the training, what would you say like that really helped you hit that 30K mark? Because it's not, I mean, sure, it's simple, but it's not easy.
Right. Really just grinding, bro. Like everybody, people work their simple little, 8 hours a day or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, for me, even like last week when I hit my PB week, I was in the office at 7:50 in the morning. I didn't leave the office till 10 at night. So I was in there for 13, 14 hours every single day.
Yeah.
Grinding. I mean, sure, take your breaks. Do what you got to do, reset. Because reset 5 times a day if you got to. I had 5 different days today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So reset, but make sure you always just stay grinding, keep your head down. Don't let little things distract you. You know what I'm saying? And you'll hit it, bro. Like, and as long as you practice your shit on your off time, like eat, sleep, and breathe it. Go home and watch, Daniel G or something like that. Somebody that's super good with sales, like just eat it. And I promise it'll pay out,
Yeah. So you've run a pretty tight schedule, like early, out late. I guess like I mean, we struggle a lot with like scrolling on Instagram.
Yeah.
We're doing reels,
like because we're on our phones.
Yeah, it's hard, right?
Like
it's right there in front of
TikTok?
us. Yeah, like you hit a dial and you can easily just go to the
swipe
next
over.
app.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, has that been a struggle for you?
Not necessarily, because I'm like, if I'm like motivated on something, I'm pretty good at keeping myself locked in, and that's one thing like about like building a team for me, and I've tried to like pass it on through other people. And obviously I haven't really started building too big of a team. I got a couple guys under me, but like I've let them know right off the bat, like my team will not be slacking. You know what I mean? Like for me, it's like I can get distracted sometimes, but for the most part, like I'll catch myself. I'll be like scroll TikTok a couple times. I'm like, all right, shit, let me get back to dialing. Like,
right.
I've only closed 2 today. I need to close 1 more.
Like,
I want to be the best. Like Elias today closing, 3, whatever he did, 3, 4 policies, and I'm like, okay, tomorrow, watch that. I'm
gonna do
that.
5.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I am, bro. I
Dang,
want to be the best. I want to be number 1.
Where did that fire come from? Did you do sports?
Yeah, I've always been super competitive my whole life, and it come from my parents. Both my parents were All-American D1 athletes, so like the competitive side probably comes from them, I'd have to say. So,
yeah.
Obviously, I'm a D1 insurance agent. So.
Let's go, baby. Let's freaking go. That's awesome. So were you born and raised in Riverton?
Yeah. So I was born in Cali, actually, California, bro.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I was there for a couple years until my parents moved to Wyoming, and then I've been there since. So I was only there for like 2 years. So
what part of Cali?
Bakersfield.
Bakersfield. Yeah. Dang, dude. There's some dogs that come out of Bakersfield, bro.
Why do you think I'm a dog?
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. That's freaking awesome. But coming from blue collar, man, like we got tons of guys out there
Yeah.
that are, they're watching, they're in blue collar, they're not sure about making that transition
Yeah.
because, like, dude, you're coming from hard work,
Yep.
grueling manual labor to
Yep.
now just sitting at a phone or sitting at a desk with your phone. Like,
Yeah.
is there anything that you could say to those blue collar workers, like, that maybe impacted you?
Take the leap of faith.
Yeah.
Take it. Just jump.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Obviously, it's very different. We're used to being, physically tired, like physically drained, no energy, be super tired at the end of the day. And it's really just a different type of tired. It's a mental tired with this. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're mentally strong, you'll be good.
Yeah.
Because your body's not tired, right?
Right.
Don't get me wrong. We'll go to the gym or whatever, but other than that, with what we're doing, you're gonna be more mentally tired of the nose, tired. You know what I'm saying? But the phone's gonna pay you back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had 2 weeks, bro. At the beginning of July, I think I only did like 5K.
Dang.
Like, it was bad.
That must have been tough, dude.
Holy shit! I'm gonna have to go work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Like, I gotta go get a paycheck at Taco Bell to buy leads. You
Right.
know?
Right. No.
And I'm like, and then, bro, the next batch I got, the 3rd week of July, 15.7, 1 week. Closed like 8 out of my 50. I mean,
oh my
2 days in a row before lunchtime, I did like 5K.
Wow.
So before I even ate lunch,
Yeah.
I did 5K. People don't make that in a month.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So, and that was back-to-back days, back-to-back on the lead sheet, which is crazy for me. I've never had that happen.
Oh, like lead and
literally
then next lead.
The one day, dude, first call of the day, close. Went to the next lead, called him, he answered, closed his ass before lunch.
Wow.
And I was like, I called Brian. I was like, dude, back to back on the lead sheet, 2 calls, 2 closes.
That's
like,
insane.
And I was like, damn, the next day.
Yeah.
Same thing. First call, close. Next lead under it, called, closed. And I was like, dude, 2 days in a row.
What is going on, bro?
Back.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this batch was fire.
Like, this batch is
like,
crazy.
I was like,
dude.
okay, the phone's owed me.
Yeah.
And then I wrote 15.7, which was my PB.
That's
so
insane.
I blew my other one, by $4,300.
Yeah.
Beat it by $4,300. So
man.
I was like, damn.
So you felt like it wasn't too much of taking like a risk when you first got in. Like, you were like, all right, dude, I'm gonna buy leads and I'm gonna make this happen. But when you got down to that point, like, you had some low weeks, which honestly 5K a week, really not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. But you kept buying leads. Like, that was a risk. You were talking about possibly working at Taco Bell to get a check for some leads, bro. Like,
hey, bro, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. So, I mean, what did that feel like when you were just kind of down bad and you're like, dude, I don't know what to do, but you still bought leads?
Yeah. 2 batches that didn't give me nothing.
Wow.
2, like, bro. I mean, it's definitely defeating. That's what I'm talking about, the mental side.
Yeah.
Like, because don't get me wrong, bro. I wanted to bang my head against the desk and be like, like, what the hell? Like, this is supposed to be what everybody talks about it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, holy shit. Like, I might have screwed up.
Yeah.
And I just kept believing that as long as you invest in the business, the minute you stop investing in your business is the minute it starts dying. So, and I was like, just got to keep investing in it, bro. Like, it's going to pay out eventually.
Yeah.
It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's a get rich eventually scheme. So I was like, I'm just going to keep buying. We got the 1 batch, didn't get nothing out of it. I was like, bro, got another batch. I'm like, all right, this batch is it. Every single person, I had a shit ton of prezzies in it. Every single person was broke. Like, just, not necessarily broke, but just didn't have and obviously we're in it, make it affordable for them.
Right.
And just nobody had the extra cash at the moment in time in that batch. And I was like, damn, a whole nother batch I didn't get nothing out of. So, I was just ripping, gold mine or trying to get something to go for me. And I just, I pulled a couple off, but, and then that next batch, like I said, was that last one last week. And it was just, poof,
dang,
one after another.
Yeah. But sometimes that's when you grow, is like when you have that pressure and your back's against the wall, like, that's when sometimes you got to send it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's really what made me just be in the office 14 hours a day. I'm like, all right, I got to make it work.
Yeah.
I was like, I got to have something this week.
Yeah.
And just, even if they're scheduled out a little ways, but I got to know they're coming. You know what I'm saying?
That's so true.
I was like, this week's, I'm going to do it. And like, I was getting on agents. I was like, bro, Don't like someone showed up in our office at like 1 p.m. after sleeping. The first thing he did was lay on the futon. I said,
Really?
get the fuck up. I
Yeah.
said, dial. I was like, don't come in here at 1 and then lay on the fucking couch.
Dang, dude.
I was like, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
If you ain't gonna work, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't play that bullshit. You know what I mean? So
No, and I mean, you're super intentional. Like, with whatever you hear, like, you're super intentional about actually implementing that into your business, which I think is like so powerful. I mean, yeah, other than that, like, I guess, is there any last thing that you would just want to leave to any new agents, anyone like building a team? I guess really anything that you want to just.
social media is a big presence. Make sure you post at least once a day. You know, people are always going to hate on it. You know what I mean? So people are always going to hate on it. But that's, if you think about it, hate's publicity.
Yeah.
You know, any publicity is good publicity. So even if they're hating on it or saying it's fake or whatever, you know what I mean? They're eventually going to see it pay out. And then they're going to be like, hey, what is that guy doing? You know what I mean?
That's so true.
Like, they're eventually going to get curious because you're not just driving a fucking Ferrari for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the hell you're doing. You're not going on all these trips for no reason. But just stay scheduled, you know, 100% for new people. Stay scheduled. Invest in your business. And just, bro, grind. Make sure you study. It's. I mean, I don't want to make it seem like it's school, but, like, this is your thing. Like, this is your craft. Master it. You know what I mean? Be the best you can possibly be at it. Because if you don't master it, you're going to be mediocre. And nobody wants to be mediocre.
No.
So,
no.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. I feel like that was definitely a good send-off. And I mean, like, bro, trolls on Instagram, like, I've been getting hit with them recently. And it's like, sure, I want to take that, you know, that bad publicity is good publicity. But it's honestly difficult sometimes,
it is.
bro. Like,
you're like, damn. People hating.
Like, dude, I've got this same guy, like this same troll. He's just hitting this one post over and over and over again. And I'm just like, I don't know. Brian said the other day, it was a good point. Like, Jay Maska, he had something really similar. And he was just like, he commented back. And he's like, thanks for the engagement, bro. Like, comment on all of my pages. Like,
facts.
You know what I mean? Just keep the engagement rolling.
Yeah,
so I'm
100%.
like,
it ups the rate, bro.
Yeah,
like, I call those fans.
You call them fans?
Those
Yeah,
are
it's
fans,
true.
bro. Like,
it's true.
Obviously, they're interested enough that they keep coming back to it.
Yeah, dude.
But they just think it's, you know, I don't know, they got so much hate in their heart. They got to let it out on somebody. Sure, let it out on my Instagram post.
Yeah.
Just give me some more publicity.
Keep the comments rolling.
Out of those 50 people, bro, that may be hating on you or whatever, there's going to be that one guy. It's like, oh, damn, this is sick.
Yeah.
Let me hit him up.
That's
you know
so
what I'm saying?
true.
So 50 bad people, it's just law of average, bro.
Dang, man. Well, honestly, I took a lot from, like, what you've said, bro. Like, even implementing, like, I see the fire in your heart, bro. Like, you're a grinder for sure. So if you want to get at Zach, definitely join his team. I mean, what's your phone number? What's your Instagram, bro?
So Instagram, Zach.SmithOfficial. Come on.
Official.
You hear me?
Official, yes, sir. Come on.
Phone number. Oh, give my phone number. You want that?
Hey, you don't have to give it out.
How are you going to fight that objection, bro?
What? I don't want to give you my phone number?
You don't want my phone number, bro.
You don't have to drop your phone number, bro. They can just reach out to you on DMs.
DM me on Instagram, bro.
Okay.
Let me know. Like I said, it is Zach.SmithOfficial. So just DM me. Do a recruiting call. See where you're at.
Yeah,
see
dude.
if you fit the team, bro.
I'll freaking get you right, bro. This is dog right here. Come on.
Sir. Let's go.